Hi everyone, I'm Angela. Welcome and welcome back to Angela's Fashion Mix. I hope you've had a fantastic Sunday. I hope everybody is doing well. We've got weather of all kinds going on throughout the country, so I hope everybody is being safe and that we're okay. We're supposed to have a little bit of snow tonight, maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. We're waiting to see just what happens. So be safe everyone. If you are new, welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy your time here. And today I'm talking about a few ways. There are many, but a few ways that you can possibly wear your scarves. I've had a request for how to tie a bow, so I'm incorporating that into this. I'm going to show you a couple of ways that you can make that work, and also a few ways that we can wear our winter scarves as well as any scarf throughout the year. And I'm going to start with one that's really simple, and we can embellish it a little bit if we choose. And I'm just taking a basic square scarf. In terms of dimensions, this is probably a 24 by 24. And what I'm going to do is fold it in half. And you could lay it flat or just do it in your hands. It just depends. I'm going to fold the open edge inward so that doesn't roll out. So I'm just going to lay it down and just roll it over. And then I'm going to have the open edge down when I put it on my neck. So I don't know that it matters, but that's kind of what I do. And then what I'm going to do is just pull it onto my neck, but I'm going to keep one side a little bit longer. This side I'm going to keep on top. So we can do a variety of things. You can keep it the same, or you can do it the way that I'm doing it. And I'm just going to tie just a simple little knot there. And once I've got that, I can kind of flare this open. Now, I could leave it like that. I like wearing my bows off to the side, but you could leave it like that and just kind of open it up here. Just to give it a little bit of flare. And then this top edge here, just going to open that up a little bit as well. So we're going to have some layers here. Now what I'm going to add is a little brooch. And I can just stick that right inside of the little layer. And that's just going to add a little bit of something to the look. Or you could do without that. You can put a different style pin. It just depends on what it is you want. And go from there. So that's an option. Also with this, if I wanted, I could simply just keep it tied here in the front. And just let it hang like so. So very simple, just a little bit of something at the neck. Now when it comes to tying a bow, that's a simple process as well. So the scarf I'm using here is about 12 inches wide. And in terms of length, just whatever your wingspan is. And I'm just going to pull this together like this. Just make sure it's on the right side. And I'm just going to let this hang evenly. And I'm just going to tie. Now, you can make that as loose or as tight as you want. And typically, I just take my finger and I'm going to hold this back here. Just holding that like that. Pulling this part over. And under here, I'm just grabbing it. It's just a bow like that. So you can make this as small or as large as you like. And then once I've got it tight, I just open up the sides. Just reach in and pull out the folded part. And then that should stand up like that. And then on the other side, do the same. And they should both be standing to create a bow. So these can fall evenly. If they don't fall perfectly even, that is totally fine. We're more concerned with what this is up here. So this is a silk scarf, and as you can see, it is standing up pretty nicely. And I have worn my scarf like this, but I also like to wear it to the side. I think that just adds a little bit more pizzazz to wear it to the side. We have some options there. So that's a couple of ways to just tie the bow very simply. So just a sped up version here. Just going to tie that again and pull it. Very easy. And just pull those sides out. You might have to play with them a little bit. And there you'll have a bow, just like that. So that's that. Now when it comes to scarves, now there's a lot we can do with scarves. So here I have a big scarf, and I've worn this quite a few ways. The easiest thing to do, I think, with any scarf is just to scrunch it and just put it around the neck. And of course, when you do that, if you're going to just leave it flowing like that, I would definitely say make sure that the ends are even. But you can also just kind of spread it across your chest, especially this time of year. You just need something to cover your chest if you have an open collar, and then put your coat on top to layer. So that's one way. But we can also, with this, just kind of make one end shorter. Throw this around, and this is going to come around the neck, and you're going to pull that like that. And then we're going to pull this down. So that's going to give us some room to work. Now, this is not my original idea, although I have done it. I'm just going to go under here, twist this, pull this from that side, and then take this hand and pull the other from the other side. And that's just going to create a knot. That's all we have, is a knot with a little bit of a twist, literally with a twist. So I'm going to do that again. So we're just going to take our shorter side, just so we have somewhere for this to line up. So we've got a shorter side. I'm going to pull that around. There's a little bit of looseness at the back. I don't want to choke myself. And then we're going to have this pulled to even up the sides. So I'm going to go under here. I'm going to twist and grab this. And then I'm going to take this hand and go grab the other one. And then you just adjust it to your comfort. And you have a knot. And that's it. So if you again wanted to wear this under a coat, you can just simply spread it out to give yourself a little bit of decorative focal point there under a coat. And when you have a much larger scarf, there are so many things to do with it. And I'll show you another with this same scarf. So we know this is very simple. We can just drape it across our shoulders and just let it fall. That's easy enough to do. Or we can pull to one side, have the longer side hang, and then just drape this across. This is one of my favorite. And of course, if you want to, you can add a pin. Easy enough to do. And of course, you can put it here, or you can put it higher up on your shoulder, or you could add one of my other favorite things is a flower pin. So a lot of opportunity there with a basic scarf that you can wear in a few different ways. Now with the same scarf, we can fold it or scrunch it either way. And just going to pull it to the back. And just kind of keep it even. And then we're going to pull down the front. Just pull down the front. And of course you can wear it like this. And again, if you wanted to add a pin, you can definitely do that. You could also simply bring up this side and add the pin that way. Just kind of pull it all in and add the pin. And finally, with this scarf, because it is so very long, we can make a little wrap by simply tying the ends on the shorter side. And we are going to tie the ends on the opposite side. And I would suggest you just kind of do a loose knot so you don't have difficulty untying it. And now that we have these two sides tied together, we can create a little wrap. How's that? So we have sleeves. Now, again, not my original idea, although I have tried this before. And I've also seen this with a sleeveless dress. So if you have a sleeveless dress and you want to just create some arms or a little bit of a sleeve, and then this is going to get caught under the armpit and create a sleeve for you. Try it with a sleeveless dress. You got to play with it a little bit to make it happen, but that is another way to wear the scarf. So what do you think of this? So a pretty long scarf and gives you some opportunities. I've done quite a bit with this one scarf. So let's switch up a little bit. So we're going with a different scarf. This one is about, I don't know, 15 inches wide or so, and very long. So we have a lot of options here. So what we're doing this time, still kind of scrunching or folding. Scrunching is just as simple, and just going to put it around and pull the sides around. Again, don't pull it too tight at the back, just to your comfort. And then we've got some folds here. But what I'm going to do is pull down here, and I'm going to go under here, pull that over, and pull this over. And we create what is a little bit of a knot right here, and then just pull it to get it really high and tucked in to keep the air out. And then you can, of course, just spread this across or just let it hang in front. I like having it up high, so you can just play with it a little bit. And you have your fringe there. And if you wanted to turn this to the side, you can certainly do that and have some hanging in the front and some hanging in the back. So if you're not wearing a coat and you want a little bit of detail at the back, great way to do that. So with a different scarf, and these are all pretty lightweight with the exception of the camel color. And you can just wrap this across the shoulders and just pull it up the back. And I'm going to tie a loose tie right here and create a little bit of a knot. And then I'm going to just twist it. Just a twist. And we've got a knot detail here with your loose knot. And if you wanted to bring it up a little bit, you can definitely wear it a little bit higher. You have some options. And that's it, just your little knot here, loosely tied. And that'll create this look. Great to just add a bit of color or over a sleeveless dress. A lot of reasons to wear it this way. But primarily just to give some little extra to your dress or your shirt or a sweater. Great when you just need something for a little bit of cover. Just add a scarf. And you can certainly just make this into a very simple high neck cover-up. Just by tucking it underneath, tuck it into the layers. Just make sure that you tuck it in well and that it doesn't fall. And you've got what amounts to a high collar. So another way to wear a basic scarf. So I hope that you found some value here and some ways to maybe wear your winter or spring or summer scarves. They can be worn year-round, of course. These are great this time of year to just give yourself some extra for your looks and also stay warm and fashionable at the same time. Everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe, like, and share the videos. I always appreciate that, and I thank you for your time here. Until next time, everyone, have a fantastic start to your week, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Bye.